What's up, TikTokers? It has been a long time that I did a live, but I just finished teaching one of my classes and I have a little bit of time and just wanted to say hi. I just had dinner. ¿Cómo están? Yeah, so I haven't had a live on TikTok in a long time. So I was like, you know what? I am here and excited. Every time I teach, I feel like super excited and energetic and fucking happy. So what is everyone up to? ¿Cómo están todos? My name is Citlali. I'm the person behind this page, Mexican Excellence. I actually come from YouTube. So shout out to YouTube for folks who follow me on YouTube as well. My name on YouTube is also Mexican Excellence, and I'm also on Instagram. I primarily post on Instagram. So if you like the content that I create here for TikTok, go to Instagram and make sure to follow me there. That's where I let you know what I'm doing, what I'm working on. I give shout outs to my students. And anyway, so yes, I am taking up space today on TikTok because it's been a long motherfucking time. And I wanted to be here, chit chat a little bit and talk to y'all just about fucking life, right? I am an educator. I've been on this journey of learning history and deconstructing white supremacy and the way that it's applicable to the Mexican community that is racialized as indigenous and native for the last 26 years. And it's just fuck. Like, there's just so much to learn and unlearn and share. So what I try to do is create content that's going to empower you, but also educate you on much needed information that we are systematically kept from and not being taught at K through 12 nor in college. So that's just real, right? And I'm a self-published author. Let me show you my book. I have 2 self-published books. This is my recent one. If you are interested in self-publishing, just fucking do it. Don't wait for permission. If you're waiting for a publisher, that's a different route. I self-published my first book in 2014, and on April 15, I self-published this book, Don't Call Me Latina, Notes from a Decolonizing Mexicana, Reclaiming Everything That Is Ours. So it's basically 3 chapters. I am a poet, so I have poetry, photography, and I actually wrote reflections, like straight out reflections about identity. If I'm not Latina, then what do I identify as? About my journey with decolonization, about machismo and activism, about anti-Blackness in my community, and how to survive and not be fucking jaded with everything that has happened. Thank you, Gilbert Martinez. If you want this book, you can go to my website, or how can I write this shit out? It's tinyurl /not Latina. I'm the only one that is selling it. You can also get it as an ebook. So I have it as a paperback, but I also have it as an ebook. So let me know if you're interested. Let me write it out. Let me see if this copy. Okay, funny story. Fuck. Oh yeah, this is it. So I gave a copy of my book to Snow the Product, right? And this is actually the book I was gonna give her, but I fucked up. What the fuck did I put? Oh yeah, I fucked up when I was dedicating it to her, I put show. Instead of Snow the Product, I put show the product. So I was like, nope, can't give that to her. So, yes. So I am keeping this book for myself to remind me of that shit. But I did end up giving her a copy of both of my books. I gave her flowers and it was fucking badass. But anyway, so I get to keep this book for myself. If you're interested in purchasing this book, I'm going to just fucking write in the bag. Fuck it. You can go to tinyurl.com /not Latina. It's real easy. tinyurl.com, not Latina. And that's going to be backwards here. But you get it. If you want to buy my book, it's right there. tinyurl, not Latina, and you can order this book. I also have it as an ebook. Oh, Moonguts, what's up? I wanted you to know that I am halfway down with my research on a YouTube video. Beautiful. About Indigenous women. I'm so excited. That's awesome, Moonguts. That's fucking amazing. Keep going, keep going. Yes. And share it with me. When you're done, share it with me. That is amazing. Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, so that's who I am, y'all. I am just someone that's trying to make shit better for my people. And I've been on this journey. When I started this journey, no one was using decolonization, at least not in my community. So it was called Learning True History. It was called Dismantling Eurocentricity, White Supremacy. So yeah, so I've been on this journey for 26 years, and boy, have I learned. Boy, have I learned. I have to wait a month or two, but I will, and I'll sew the shirt. Thank you so much, Claudia. How are you, Claudia? Yes. Of course, you and a few other Indigenous creators inspired me to start doing what I have started. Thank you, Moonguts. That means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am honored. I am honored to be part of that inspiration. I'm so excited to hear that. Thank you for everything you're doing for our community. Thank you. No, I thank you. I just do my little part, whatever I can. And the fact that people are listening, that's like fucking awesome. So I appreciate you. So yes, everybody, I got on TikTok like 2021 because my little sisters were like, sis, you got to get on TikTok. Like, you need to get on TikTok. And I didn't want to be on TikTok because I was like, fuck, that sounds like it's fucking complicated as shit. Because all I saw was like the dances and shit. And I'm like, I can't be doing that shit. I mean, I love to dance, don't get me wrong. But memorizing dances and shit like that, like, I can't. Like, I love to dance though. But yeah, so here I am, and I've been loving it. You know, I've been having great interactions with folks. I've met amazing creators on here. So super excited. And where's my other book? I don't have my other book here. So that's what I do, y'all. I'm a professor. I'm a poet, activist, and I create content that I hope facilitates things for people, because it can be very intimidating. It can be very daunting, because when I started doing this, I was 15, okay, when I started learning my history, when I started being introduced to this decolonial framework of understanding, right, the world and the way it runs, right? And so at that young age, you know, I was surrounded by like egotistical motherfuckers, like people that like thought they were too good. People who would weaponize knowledge against me. And I'm like, yo, I'm fucking 15, yo. I'm just still fucking in high school over here. So anyway, so because of a lot of experiences, I've learned that my purpose is to, you know, invite people to learn, invite people to check this information out, right? To learn together, to share together, to collectively unlearn and collectively decolonize, right? I understand more how frustrating is academia and their lack. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, academia is another beast. Academia is another beast. Absolutely. Absolutely, sis. I hear you. Yeah. Yes. And you know what? Like, that's honestly my biggest take back is how people use knowledge to weaponize it and to create hierarchies with other folks. And it's so fucked up when it happens within our own community, right? That's like crazy. Oh, George Cannon 1 in the house. How are you, George? How are you? For those folks who don't know, George is down as fuck. George is an activist. I met George when we were fighting against the white supremacists who were coming into cities in Southeast Los Angeles, right? From Maywood, Cudahy. And these motherfuckers were in here trying to intimidate our communities and trying to get the city to declare sanctuary cities, because if they declared themselves a sanctuary city, they would lose funding, right, for public services, for social services. And George was one of the frontline activists who was there taking up space with me. And that was the summer of 2017. I will never forget George. Also an amazing photographer. So shout out to you, George. Hope you're well. Oh yeah, and by the way, a white supremacist, a fucking settler, pulled out a gun at George as he was leaving a protest. And this happened in Cudahy, California. So do y'all know where Cudahy, California is? Cudahy. I was raised in Cudahy. I went to elementary school in Cudahy, California. Cudahy is a little city in between. You got, let's see here. You got Bell Gardens, Bell, Cudahy, Southgate, Maywood. What else? Surrounding Linwood. So in that little, corner area is where Cudahy is. Pulled a pew at the gas station too, right? Yes. Well, that was another one. So you had a white supremacist who pulled out a gun at George, right? And then you had a Mexican who is a Trump supporter who was also armed, trying to pull out a gun at our people too. So fucking crazy. Yes, so Cudahy, California, shout out to Cudahy, shout out to Huntington Park, shout out to Maywood, shout out to Southgate. Don't forget these white supremacists. Let me see, I wasn't know. We're terrorizing our community. That's right, George. Don't forget these white supremacists were terrorizing our community. We put a stop to that. Yes, absolutely. And that summer, man, I remember that. There's pictures. I have pictures on my Instagram, pictures on my Facebook. It's some shit, right? Where people think that they can come into our communities and to harass our community, to terrorize our community because they see us as, undocumented, right? And they weaponize that and try to see that we're going to be intimidated by them. But they sure as hell learned that we're not going to allow anybody to come into our community and to harass us and terrorize us with their fucking white supremacy, right? And so the community came together, and we fought back. I know that happened in Cudahy. We also got a white supremacist kicked out of a city hall meeting in Huntington Park, California. And what else happened? We were in Maywood and Cudahy and Huntington Park. It was all over the place, y'all. Like George said, I honestly blacked out once I saw that gun. So, this is real shit. A white supremacist white man, comes into Cudahy to talk shit about our people in our city, comes armed, okay? And as he's driving away, he pulls out a gun, and there's pictures of all this. I don't know, George, if you got a film on that, but pulls out a gun on George and other activists because he was feared for his life. Motherfucker, you are in our town. You travel way the fuck out of where, I don't know where the fuck you're from, to terrorize our community and then feel like it's okay to fucking put a gun. So yeah, George, that's who George is. I should have George come on here. George, are you available to come on live with me? I have like 20 minutes to do a live, if you're up to it. Yeah, so George and I have stories, about fighting white supremacists in Cudahy, Maywood, Huntington Park. I got everything on film. Good. Yes, and this is the thing where so you got white guys fucking busting out guns on our people, and then you had Proud Boys, you had these crazy ass Trumpsters actually coming in with guns, and they were making up weapons, right? They were coming up with weapons into the city hall. So ridiculous. All this was captured on film. It came out all over the news. So, but again, right, trying to terrorize our community and trying to say, oh no, these are illegals, right? And we were there to remind them that the majority of us, right, who are racialized and identified as Latino, Hispanic, Mexican, the majority of us are really indigenous people, right, who are detribalized and de-indigenized and stripped and given these nationalities. And so we're like, yo, like, we belong here. This is part of our heritage. This is part of our land, right? We're here with our relatives. So it's just fucking crazy, yo. And so I've been freaking confronting white supremacists since like 2005 is the earliest memory I have at Baldwin Park. A lot of y'all are really young, but back in those days, right, in the early 2000s, there was this thing called Save Our State. And they were a really aggressive white supremacist group. Okay, let's see, George. Let's do live. How do I invite you to come out live? Let's see. Okay, George. How do I do this? Okay, I have George here. I'm going to try to invite you. Someone tell me how do I do a live? Okay, I see it says co-host. Oh, okay, I found it. Yeah, so let's have George come out here. We need to capture this moment. We need a... Where are you, George? Oh, yes, send me a request, please. Yes, so I have about 20 minutes that I can do a live with George, so y'all can meet George. We could talk about what it was like fighting white supremacists and kicking them out of our cities. So this is going to be awesome. So yes, we have George joining us, completely random, completely unplanned, a fellow activist from LA. I hear something, George.
Hey, I'm trying. No, yeah, I'm trying to like I'm new to this, so I'm trying to get the picture on. I know I have audio, but like, how do I put the camera on?
Let me see. Híjole. I'm new to this. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm new to this too. Usually, I just turn it on.
I'm trying to put the camera on. Yeah.
See,
how do I switch the camera on?
At the top, I know from when I do it at the top, there's like a power thingy. Hold on. Can someone tell us when someone is joining us how to put the camera? Oh, I see something.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
George is here.
I got it.
Hey, how can I make this bigger? Can I make you bigger on here? I don't know.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. George, oh my goodness, thank you for joining me in this like completely random live. Nice to see you.
Last minute, right? Last minute.
Yes, I haven't seen you since that summer when shit went down. Summer 2017.
It's been a while.
Right.
It's been a while, and then the whole like organization just like split up. Everybody's doing their own thing.
Yep. I mean, I left that organization, as you know, that I was in.
Yeah, I know.
Much. So for folks who don't know, in summer 2017, white supremacists, Proud Boys, and all these crazy Trumpsters, and along with a lot of people of color were on their fucking side as well. I gotta say that.
Yeah.
They were coming to harass our people in Cudahy, Huntington Park, Maywood, just trying to fucking harass the city into declaring itself a sanctuary city. So if a city declares itself sanctuary, they lose out on funding that is being sent and given for services, for social services that would be denied. And so they were trying to harass the city council members into declaring themselves sanctuary. And obviously disrespectful, didn't give a fuck about our people, calling us racist terms, completely disregarding us, coming in with weapons. Like I shared with y'all, tell us about that day, George, when that white guy pulled out a gun on you in Cudahy from his car, and pointed it out so people can know how fucking dangerous these people are, right? This shit happened in Cudahy, California, summer 2017.
Yeah. We were it was the end of the meeting, the council meeting, so we were all walking home. Well, I was walking home, and then I was like, as I was walking, we approached the car. We recognized that dude from what's it called, Latinos for Trump.
Yeah.
At the gas station. So like, one thing led to another. Like, walking towards the car, and as soon as the gun was pointed at my head, I just picked up my camera and started recording, approaching the car.
What the fuck?
And this is all on camera too.
Wow.
No, I don't recall me doing that. If I wouldn't see that footage, I wouldn't have believed I didn't do that. I completely blacked out.
And your reaction was just to film this shit. Like,
yeah.
Get that shit down. Wow. Yeah, and just for folks to know, like, yeah, George takes pictures, at that day, he was like the photographer, like capturing everything, documenting everything. So like your camera is with you, right? 24/7.
Yeah, most likely. If I'm at a protest, my camera's on me.
Wow. Yeah, no, George, that was horrible.
It was a crazy day.
Yeah, and for folks to know too that the one on June 17th, shit, it's almost 5 years. They we told the cops, the sheriffs, because Cudahy is an unincorporated area, so they're policed by the sheriffs. We told the sheriffs, these people are fucking dangerous. They have weapons, they have guns, like something could happen, right? Like, what are you gonna do to protect the community? These motherfuckers did not do shit. Right?
Thing.
Nothing. We're there. They didn't even nothing. They closed down the gate to where we were, and they obviously saw that these, Trumpsters, Proud Boys, all these motherfuckers were coming, and they didn't do shit. They enclosed themselves and they left us all out there, right? We had kids with us, we had families. Imagine you're a young kid from Cudahy, and all of a sudden you hear these fucking racists like, "Oh, go back to Mexico. Oh, like, this is America." Like, the fuck?
There's something I remember about the gun incident. As we were I'm not sure if everybody in my group was approaching, but I was approaching the car. And as soon as I saw the gun, I like the only thought in my mind was like, fuck, there's kids around and this fucker has a gun. So I believe my intention was to like approach him and then let him shoot me instead of the community.
Wow.
That's a thought that went into my head. Woo. I remember that clearly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, that's deep, George. That's deep, and that's the thing people don't understand. Like, this is, we're fighting for our community. You're literally putting your life down here. And I'm not sure if it was the same day, George, where the Mexican guy who was from Latinos for Trump he got pulled over too because he was armed. Was it the same day?
Yeah, it was the same day. They were in the same car, and they
Oh,
found
okay.
body armors on everyone in the car. I believe Latino for Trump had knives and pepper spray. The driver was armed. He was armed, and yeah.
Yep. I remember that. I remember that vividly. Yes, and this, this didn't get coverage. People are saying they didn't see this. Like, the only people that covered this was like the alternative media. I think there was one article about this, and it was someone from local, right? Like a local news station or something. And
Yeah.
it's like
I
ridiculous.
think I believe Channel 11 covered it. It's on YouTube, I believe. If you search it up, search up Cudahy, and it should be popping up.
Okay.
I remember seeing the I believe I seen the report, but like Channel 11 approached me for an interview. I'm like, I'm not giving any interviews right now because the situation is hot, and I don't want to put my life in risk. So that's why I didn't talk to any media sources.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, for people watching this, I just want you to know, like, those of us that have been out there, like I was sharing, like the earliest protest I had against
Okay,
like
so
Trumpsters.
here it is. I found it.
Oh, there it is. Is that YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. Hold on, let me see if I could play a little bit.
Okay. So what we're showing people.
Oh, fucking. Oh, check it out.
Exactly where that conflict erupted, right here at the Circle K in Cudahy. The two groups converged right about here, and then the man with the gun in the car drove that way, and that's when officers boxed him in. YouTube video showing the driver of this white car pulling a gun on an angry pro-sanctuary city group who were yelling and surrounding the car full of anti-sanctuary city protesters. This happened about a block away from a city council meeting attended by both sides on Monday in Cudahy. Anthony Diaz shot the video.
We see the gun, and as I'm shooting, I'm like, whoa, like I didn't expect that to happen. So I'm watching it, and I'm like, that's crazy.
We started getting approached by another group.
And while that was happening, one of the passengers in the car was streaming this video live on Facebook as sheriff's officers drew their weapons and demanded the occupants out. The driver of the car was arrested. He told me off camera today that he's a retired peace officer and military veteran with a concealed carry permit who carries his gun daily. He also admits he is anti-sanctuary city, and he says he feared for his life last night in a debate that many have seen get more heated.
And it's become a really unlikely battleground in the sanctuary city debate, along with a couple of other also small, predominantly Latino cities in southeast LA County.
Julia Wick was there last night and shot these photos. She's been covering the conflict in Cudahy for LAist since it voted to become a sanctuary city a couple of years ago, and anti-immigration groups started showing up.
These groups started coming in 2015 to city council meetings in Cudahy, and their aim is basically to be as disruptive as possible. It's difficult for city business to get done.
American Children First is one of those groups, which is also trying to partially defund Cudahy with local ballot measures. Some people here say you're just trying to punish this Latino community.
Absolutely not trying to punish the community because it's Latino, trying to punish the community because they have defended policies that support illegal aliens.
Now, the three passengers in that car are members of Latinos for Trump. They were detained for a short time and then released. Live in Cudahy, Logan Burns, Fox 11 News.
There it is.
But it's funny with the narrative, right? Like he feared for his life because he's angry, anti-sanctuary protester. It's like, who the one that's fucking angry? The one that's pulling out the gun, or these these activists who are fucking walking home?
The one that's just like putting his camera on.
Yeah. Who's the emotional one? Who's the one having a fucking meltdown? right? Like the way that they
Someone
the way that
that
they present,
someone that's
right?
from the community,
Exactly.
someone from the community, or some outsider.
Exactly. But yeah, you guys are seen as the agitators, the violent, angry protesters. Like it's always on us, right? Even when we're defending our community.
And
So
there,
yeah,
there's
and so people can see
there's more
the American.
video.
Uh-huh.
There's more video of a lot of stuff that went on. I believe after the council meeting was over. I I think there's a video of me getting pepper sprayed
Oh yeah, that's.
out
Is it
there.
the same guy from Proud Boys who was pepper spraying little kids when he was driving off in the car?
Yeah, it's the same asshole. It's the same asshole.
Fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. What fucking in whose mind do you pepper spray a fucking kid? Right?
Yeah, that's what got me heated up too. Like, you don't pepper spray kids.
Yep. Yep. And that's the thing that people like see, like this is what our communities go through, right? Through this violence and through this hatred. And so that's why, but it's always, downplayed. Like it doesn't get the exposure it needs to get. It doesn't get the type of coverage so that we
Nope.
can see what our communities are up against, right? And I mean that shit. And then that one night that I remember the night we celebrated. You remember the night we celebrated? That we kicked them out and then we went to get burgers on the corner joint.
I believe
That
so.
was
Oh yeah, we took that picture, that buddy picture. Everybody.
yes,
Yeah, I remember.
that
Yeah,
was
I remember
bad.
that. That
Yeah,
was
so
that was a great night. That was a very great night.
so for folks to know, like
That was a
to
very great
me,
night. We
uh-huh.
even had gangsters from the neighborhood like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, we're kicking out the white supremacists for you." That's what we're doing.
Yep, I remember. Yep, that's right.
I remember gangsters coming up to us like, "Where are you guys from?" We're activists.
Pues de aquí, güey. And it's funny because to me, like I was like super emotional because I grew up in Cudahy. I went to Park Elementary School. You know what I'm saying? And then when I started hearing this shit, I was like, what the fuck? Like I never in a million days knew that this would come to my hometown. So it was like, what the
That's
fuck? Like,
exactly how I felt.
right? It's a small city. It's tiny.
That's exactly how I felt, and like made me join.
Yeah.
That's what made
And
me
for
join
folks to
too.
know,
Like the fuck.
yeah. It's like, why are they coming like, you know what I mean? Like, and that just shows, right? The whole idea of like, oh, we're gonna put these people in their place. They don't deserve to be here. Like, motherfucker, whose land are you on? Like this is native land. And that's the
Right.
message that we all came from, And I remember back in 2005 when we were protesting the Minutemen, who the person from American Children First is the founder of. I forgot what his irrelevant name is, but I remember the first time I held a sign that said "True illegals started in 1492," or "Europeans are the only illegals on this land." Like I remember putting those posters up, and these motherfuckers didn't know what to say. They were just looking at us like, with their American flags and like, like the Save Our State and like, amnesty. Like it's just crazy to me how they thought we were just gonna be quiet, that we were just gonna like surrender and be like, oh yes, you're right. Oh my goodness, like let's just assimilate and accept this. But yeah, like our community came through. Our community, and I'm never gonna forget the kids that day. The kids who were so mad, they were crying. They're like, "What the fuck?" Like they didn't know what the fuck to do. Like this was the first time they were dealing with this type of hostility, and that's who I cared about. I was like, "Fuck!" Imagine being that young and like being told, "Oh, go back to Mexico," or fucking, like by grown ass white people, right? Who have some fucking pocket knives and pepper spray. Like, what type of shit is that, right? Like, what type of memories are these kids growing up with?
Do I have you on Facebook?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I just shared a video. It's a little kid speaking to Huntington Park council meeting, how he felt of these fucking white supremacists coming into the community. And it's a very I would say it's a very powerful video if you like listen to the kid.
Okay, is that the same? He was the same one that was activist from Cudahy too, no? He's already grown now,
Yeah,
but
same
oh my
one.
goodness, yes,
Yeah,
I
yep,
love
yeah,
him. Super
he
young
is.
and super like courageous. True pride right there,
I know
representing.
his sister y la tía. I'm
Uh-huh.
friends with them.
Yes, me too. Me
Yeah,
too. Amazing kid.
yeah.
Amazing kid. I know that when we went to Huntington Park, he
Great.
actually was confronting the fucking Cholo reject, el Latino for Trump guy. He was actually like putting him in his place. Like logic shit, like
Yeah.
logical arguments. And this guy was trying to get all heated. Like, how are you getting all
There's
heated with an
photos on
8-year-old?
my Facebook when that happened. There's
Yes, I gotta
photos of that on my Facebook when he
for
put
for
him
folks that
on his
are
place and his place.
for folks that are watching, do you mind sharing your Facebook name so people could follow you? What's your Facebook name?
Um, it's G Chang. It's
G Chang?
GEECHANG.
Okay.
G Chang.
G Chang. So for folks who are
Oh,
watching this,
hey, for
what's up?
everybody that's gonna follow me, can you guys tell me that I'm from TikTok? I saw your video because I don't add random people, so that would help me a lot. That you guys are like here. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't
So
add
George,
strangers.
no stranger danger here. Yeah. So if you're gonna be following George on his
Yeah,
Facebook, make sure to put "I saw you on TikTok," so that way he knows who's this person. TikTok. Okay, got you.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, good idea.
And also my IG is George Cannon Photography.
George Cannon Photography. Okay. So people watching this,
Yeah.
follow him on Instagram. Make sure to follow him here. Follow him on TikTok. You can see his account right here, George Cannon 1. Follow him on Facebook, G Chang, GEECHANG, and then make sure to follow on Instagram, George Cannon Photography.
Instagram.
Nice. So yes, make sure to follow. We need to support each other. This is our community. This is, how we have to sustain each other through all this stuff that is happening, right? Like there's a lot of people that are out there doing great work for our people, that are active, that are trying to do our best, right? To defend and keep these people away from harming our community even more. So with everything that's happening, like this is huge, right? Like I always tell people, like we need to protect each other. We need to be there for each other because as we have seen time and time again, the authorities don't really care about our community. They turn the other way. So we're left to fend for ourselves and we're left to put each other back together. So we need to be in community with each other. Absolutely. So let's see. What time do you have, George? I can't see my time over here.
Son las 8:47.
Okay. I got like a few, like 10 more minutes because at 9 I put my baby to sleep. So that's my time out. So George, how have you been in these last 5 years? I kept track here and there.
It's great seeing you, and it's great retouching with you, like catching up. Like we haven't spoke since that time. It's been a while. And like, I know you've been up to like a lot of amazing stuff. I see your events and stuff, and I've been también busy in the movement, taking donations across the border to migrants and kids de foster care, kids que no tienen parents.
Yeah.
That's what I've been up to.
Are you still in the group with what's our relative with ¿cómo se llama? Híjole, I forget his name.
Lion?
Yeah.
Lion?
Yes. Do you guys still go out there together or
right now we're not going out together. We're taking a break. Pero like
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's going out there, pero I'm going out there by myself.
Okay.
And from time to time, me llevo a Reggie. You remember Reggie, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh yeah, so since we're talking about that, if people want to donate to that, because I know I could donate some stuff. Like, are you cool with that? Like, do you accept donations? Are you taking primarily clothing, food?
Yeah. Sometimes is like we it's not shelter. It's like we get connected to people that are in need.
Gotcha.
I have a lot of connections in Mexico that they tell me, oh, such and such needs this. They just lost their parents and stuff. I come across stories like that, and that's when I go to work. I tell my the people that follow me and donate to me, like I need baby clothes. I need ropa de niñas from 5 to 6, That's where I get my ideas.
Cool.
That's how we work. That's how I work.
Got it. Yeah, so
and from time, we've been going out there for a long time, so people know us, and that's how we communicate.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, great work. Great work. And for those watching, if you want to help out, make sure to follow him on Instagram. That's where he sends the alerts. And just to be supportive, because especially foster youth in Mexico, like that's something that we can do to provide for our people out there. So a lot of good stuff, George. I know we messed each other here and there, but
follow the group. It's called the Kids 2017 on Facebook. We just got our Instagram taken down because of war. I don't know what's going on with Instagram to be real, but we just got our Instagram taken down for stupid reasons. But we're the organization is still up on Facebook. So your best bet is look the organization up on Facebook.
The Kids 2017.
That's the Kids 2017. I'm gonna put it on the chat.
Okay. Oh, shout out to Chente de Los Angeles. Says hola de Palo Verde, La Loma, and Bishop. What's up, Chente? That's right. Displacers in the house. The Kids 2017. So follow the page on Facebook if you want to support the efforts of providing support for foster youth in Mexico. George is part of that collective, so it's always appreciated. Always appreciated. Well, George, I have like a few minutes to go. Anything you want to tell folks on here that are meeting you for the first time? And this is awesome. This is fucking like, like spontaneous live that we did together. I'm so happy. Thank you for being here.
I'm just grateful to see you're doing great. It's an honor to like reconnect. That's all I want to say. It's very great seeing you.
I think you're my first guest. Yeah. I think you're my first live guest on here.
Really?
This is awesome.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I don't do lives like a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, same here. I'm not like, yeah.
No, pues thank you for
But yeah,
everything,
like
George.
let's stay in touch though. Don't be a stranger, and I'll try to come out to your events and stuff to support you.
You know what? I think you had mentioned this before, but I had just had a baby and I was like recovering, but I'm better now. My baby's 15 months now. I say we do a reunion for Cudahy, you know? I say a lot of shit went down for folks who don't know. Like there was so much drama that happens because people want to do this way, people want to do it that
So much
way.
drama.
I had people from fucking a
Yeah,
toxic
I remember.
person from Mexico trying to tell me what to do, what to say, like, but I'm out of there, right? And I reached out to the people as well to make peace with folks because I'm like, dude, we're over here putting our life on the line, and I have someone fucking overseas trying to tell me what to do, and I'm like, yo, I'm the one that's out here putting my life on the line, and you're over there chilling on a hammock, you know?
And then
But anyway,
another thing, we had different organizations trying to take over us. Like, oh, you should do this and this. I'm like,
Mhm.
how come you don't do that?
Yes, and that's straight up what happens. This is real shit that goes down because when shit hits
Yeah.
the fan, we're being attacked and everyone's trying to organize, trying to like that's where it's like it's hard. That's why a lot of people
Mhm.
give up organizing because the human element of organizing
Yeah.
is the hardest. It's the most beautiful, but it
It's
could also
fucking
be
draining.
the hardest. Absolutely,
Draining.
absolutely. Yes.
Draining and
Absolutely.
frustrating.
Yep. Yep, we're over here, people trying to kill us, and we're over here like arguing, right? It's a lot. So a lot
Like,
of
what are you
lessons
gonna?
learned.
What you want for lunch? People are like trying to kill us, and we're all like, what you gonna have for lunch? What did you eat? Have you ate? We're having those type of conversation as people are planning our death.
Yep. I know, George. No, hombre, pues it was a pleasure to
Real
have
talk,
you
real
here.
talk.
Real talk.
Thank you
Yeah.
for having me.
Thank you, George. Thank you, George. Always thinking for you, always sending you my prayers, my best wishes, and everything you're going through. You know, but aquí estamos. We're in community, and let's have our reunion soon.
Yeah,
All right, everybody, follow George.
yeah.
Follow
We
him
should
on
organize
Instagram.
that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna hit you up on Facebook.
I would love to have
A little
an
barbecue, a little Cudahy
Yeah,
barbecue would be dope.
I'm so down. I'm so down. Yeah,
Nice.
count me in.
Another Mexican hangout.
Yep.
All right.
Part 2.
Part
Part
two.
2.
Oh man. All right. Thank you so much, George. You rest up. Have a good night, and I'll stay connected with you on Facebook.
For sure, for sure. All right,
All
don't be
right.
a stranger.
For sure. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody. Thank you for joining us. This totally unannounced live that I did with George. Follow us. You know, hopefully we can share the reunion when we do have it. We are going to plan that for Cudahy and the activism that took place fighting against white supremacy. All right, everybody. Have a beautiful night. Bye.
Good night. Stay
Good
safe.
night. Yes, that's right. Be safe, my people.